illegal raids? Arryl cocked her head, confused. That's right there. Jynna paused on the lakeshore, staring out at the water. We got us a fully authorized contract with a Terran Alliance to rip off their June. Wait, that language you're using. Oi, sorry. It's Quitaran, trade language. Huck knelt down. Anyway, we negotiated it last fall. Let's us much of it better land worlds while they leave us alone. You must be joking. Arryl sat with a frown. There's no way they'd let you do that. Oh, they did. She pulled out a data pad and offered it. Read them and giggle. Clearing her throat, Arryl read the file aloud. Terran Alliance Acquiescence Initiative, dated October 31st, 6739. Effective November 1st, the Galena pirates are authorized to take possession of and distribute as they see fit the resources of up to 12 planets within a year's time, without threat of Alliant retaliation. Planets selected must be among the 36 planets specified in this agreement, and may not include New Earth or the remaining 15 charter colonies. Affected planets must be left with 1/3 of their holdings, allowing them to rebuild over time. In return, the Galena pirates consent to observe the terms of this agreement and to not pursue hostile relations with the Terran Alliance. Contents of this agreement are top secret. Authorized Alliance signees are as follows: President Naval Newman, Vice President Nancy Baxter, and General Argus Carson. The General Circle shall be informed of this agreement, but shall be given no specific details, including the names of affected planets. Any violation of this agreement's terms shall immediately render the Acquiescence Initiative null and void, and shall be considered an act of war against the affected party. Permitted worlds include... That's far enough. Wow. The Zetar whistle. I guess you were right after all. Told ya. Hawk fingered the mud, let purple blobs drip through her fingers. So, what'd you think of it? I don't know. I mean, piracy is supposed to be wrong, isn't it? Technically. If you go by the lawmakers. Jynna scowled. Not worth it, if you ask me. Why not? Aren't laws designed to protect people? guard them from harming each other? Only works if everyone follows the law. And that only works if everyone's a saint. But nobody's perfect. At least I assume not. Jynna took some mud, smearing it on Arryl's face. Feel that? That's what our kind is to the civilized. A streak of vish ruining life. Blues are stacked against folks like us. But you're in trouble because you break the law. Because we have to. She tossed a rock into the lake, watched it sink. The Alliance, dead birds, eagles, whatever you wanna call them, they've left a lot of people out to dry. Meridians come to the belt, Alliance flees. Alliance provokes the hive, half the fringe gets emptied to fight them off. Meridians take over the belt, Alliance lets them. When Arryl started to speak, the first mate held up a finger. Times get tough, and the Alliance cuts and runs. Folk like us get stuck with a bag. We didn't choose to become outlaws, Arryl. It ain't no choice when there's only one option. Arryl closed her eyes. I didn't. You think I wanted to join the Galena pirates? As if my family was respectable. Wasn't my fault my parents bought it. Hawk held her head and cursed. Zetar shifted awkwardly. Jynna, I'm sorry. A brief pause. You weren't there. Jynna wiped her eyes. I was 13, man. It was my birthday. It ain't fair to a kid. Of course not. And I don't even know what to tell you. Blah, blah. You don't remember nothing. I get it. At least you can get your past back. Mine's screwed no matter what. My scar. Nah, it ain't living. Arryl looked at it. A burn mark just beneath the left ear. Did that hurt? Yeah. Hawk sighed. My father was a bladesmith, cammed good and made all kinds of swords and vish. Thieves killed him with his own stock. Arryl gasped. And your scar? I fought back. Thief pulled a sword out of the forge, smacked me with it. Jynna turned to face Arryl, eyes wet. You see these tears? Love, that's what civilized folk give danchlays like me. They live in their comfy homes, worry on far-off wars and political bait games, knight their generals and snub their rebels. Never once think on the folk they leave behind. Huck stood, watching cargo speeders skim the lake surface. So, when roughnecks come up and start scooping up our worlds, what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to cut it when we're getting the life strangled out of us? When it comes to eating or dying, the law takes a dark nap. She closed her eyes, kicked mud into the lake with her boot. That's why I'm doing this, Arryl. Because these people have been screwed over long enough. If the dead parts won't help, and the resties are too busy getting wiped out, somebody gotta do something. We can do as safe of a lot more for our friends than civilization e'er did. I'll swallow. Birds flew over the lake, black fisher birds with glistening beaks and knife-like talons. They swooped down, snatched fish out of the water, soared off. Captain Rigbull don't get it. Ain't nothing but a parasite, him and like him. He's in it for the money. To rub folks blind, gild his like barium throne another inch. He'd bleed the fringe dry if I let him. She looked over at Arryl. Wanna know why so many Galena pirates hate Rigbold? 'Cause he's bad as the Alliance. He takes what they abandoned and squeezes the last drops out. I built the pirates off the back's cap breaks with a promise we'll see him gone. We'd do anything to see him gone. Arryl's eyes narrow. Then he's gone.